What up? How'd you do today, Crypto Queen? Oops. My goodness. All right. Today was quite the grind, right? Just some grindy action there. Let me get this going real quick and we'll jump into it. Start with good old Nasdaq. All right, let me delete some of this lines I put on my charts. Okay. Nice. You get tripped up and confused during New York session? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, do a lot of studying. Yeah, London. Are you like what part of London are you trading? Like 8:30, 9, or before then? Because 8:30 is my favorite. 8:30 to 9 is my favorite window. When obviously when there's not news though. Okay, so let's turn on the boxes so we can actually see what's going on here. Okay, so here's today's move down, and then here's yesterday's low. We broke that overnight, and then just straight down, right? There's not just straight grindy price action. I traded a little bit during let me transfer the time. So it was like 9 my time, so 10 7 8. So about 10 o'clock I caught a good move um, with options, and then I had a meeting with um, Iron Beam futures brokers with the owners there. So that took quite a while. So I didn't have any time to really trade. And then when I tried to jump in here, I kept getting stopped out, so I stopped. London kill zone 2 to 5 a.m. Nice, right on, cool. Yeah, I've never traded that early. That's like 2 a.m. my time. Yeah, why are you if you're killing it during London, maybe you should just, like you said, just cut it out. Because it's obviously not doing you any good right now. That's how the 10 a.m. time frame used to be like that for me. Like really bad used to get me. Today's price action was rough though. Like look at those moves in Nasdaq at the on this grind down. I was just watching this kind of in awe. It looks like it's small, but price action here. This is a lot of points from top to bottom. Let's see here. Yeah, it's 85 points top to bottom, and this is happening. Like this candle right here is like 10 seconds. That's insane. 91 points. Or no, 22, right? No, it's 20, 30. Yeah, it's 22. Never mind. 6-day green streak. Ooh, what up, man? Congrats, J-Hoss. That's what's up, dude. So that's 20 points in like 30 seconds. I was just watching this little pattern here unfold. Not trading it though. Yeah, proud of you, man. Good job. That's what's up. Glad to hear it. You gonna share your ended today? Yeah. You want to share some of your secrets from the last uh 6 days, not today, obviously. It's the volatility is a lot easier, huh, Jay, to catch decent moves. All right. So what happened today? Let's look at the best trades of the day and all that, how we usually do it. So here is the Asia session, straight drop. I wish I would have caught some of this. I missed the Asian session trade right there. You can see it right there. I put a thing because I thought it would cross back above it, and I'd get my entry, but I never did. And then I missed it. Nice. There you go. Yeah, you seem to be nailing that 315 and 345 trade. And then so it dropped down, and then it looks about 3 a.m. and it started grinding back up. Come into 5 a.m. and a little take out of the equal highs here. And then 8 o'clock starts the vicious drop down. Opens up, attempts to do a little Judas swing trade. See if that's even a 2R trade, so I can continue tracking it. So, yeah, you could have entered there. So let's say I entered here, stop goes here. Yeah, it's 2R trade. That's a win. I've really been digging Notion lately. Do you guys ever, have you guys tried out Notion? I can share this template model I have for back testing. If I can find it. I can't find it. I don't want to go through it right now, but I can share that with you guys on Twitter or something. Where's the there we go. What up, Surf? How you doing, man? Notice the 50% of the Asian range? What are you referring to, my man? There's a small little gap up there from last night that stayed open. I'm gonna put that on my chart while I see it. Little baby gap. All right. So we had a little Judas swing there, and then there's the equal lows from yesterday. Put those on the chart. See if there's a reaction there or not. Nothing. Doesn't give back very much at all. And see how on this turtle soup it consolidated. If you take the original little consolidation there and look at it, it's below the liquidity line. None of the closes are above the liquidity line. That's how you know most of the time it's going to go lower, because you just didn't get no give back on it at all. That would have been a good short right there. Lines up with that perfectly. It's a good trade right there. That one is. That's a good entry. And then we get the 11 o'clock reversal, as always. And then this vicious grind down was just, I don't know, it was just tough to trade. Then you get the 1 o'clock reversal since price lower. And then this is a, can't remember, but I found it afterwards when I was looking through the chart. Maybe it's on the 1 hour, you can see it. I don't know why I marked that off now that I think about it. Something on the chart said this was like a decent, I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it's regular trading hours something. Oh yeah, it's a daily low on regular trading hours. And then we have equal lows there. So I was looking for price to come to here, but I kept getting chopped out every time I'd enter, just having my stops too tight. even in here. That's when I was just watching this after getting stopped out somewhere in here, and then I just watched, and then that was it for the Nasdaq. But that's a great trade down. I think that's probably a really good trade. That's a lot of points. And then there's your that's not a breaker, that's the breaker, but assume on like a higher time frame that probably is. Not really. The breaker's right there. Okay, let's go to ES. Oh shit, there's a bunch of comments. Okay, see you guys later. Surfskate, why are you deleting your messages? All right. Nice. Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah. Just a down day. Big red day. Definitely, you guys noticed that is the same when we talked about it last night. It was the same exact setup. And then this is the gap that we had on the chart, and then this is that weekly or month. I think it's either weekly or monthly fair value gap. Filled it to the tick, pretty much, which I thought that's neat. How it just to the tick. Oh, you had to rewrite it. All right. Okay, not the monthly, maybe it's the weekly then. But we filled that monthly fair value gap we had on our charts. And then, yeah, that's how we weekly volume imbalance to the tick filled it. So we can now take these off our charts. We don't need them on there anymore. So they're filled. And then I was thinking on the daily chart, this is a down close candle. I was thinking maybe if it came down this far, it would close down there. But while I'm here, I'm going to put this weekly low on my chart. But this is the next one. I think we're going to see a move up now after that expansion down. Turn these off. Yeah, because we have, we're about hitting this trend line here. Expansion day, it's filled this imbalance. It closed inside of the fair value gap, almost just about. It's really close to closing inside of it. And then on the daily, we filled both these fair value gaps. So this is the daily low. These are the equal daily lows with an RTH gap. And then we have fair value gap down here. But I think this is a prime target after we see a rally up and a retracement. And we do like a measured move. This one's actually, it had a little retracement there. Let's use this last leg right here. So let's take a measure move and we'll just put it on here about there. So I mean it's really close. So I would expect some bullish price action to come. Beautiful trend down all day with little trends inside of it. I know something that they were doing that was pretty cool today with trend lines when I was watching it. Show you what I was looking at. If you go to 3 minute. So they would set up a trend line and it would work for not very long, and then they would break the trend line, grab the liquidity, and then it would reverse. I just thought it was pretty cool. Like so, let's take this example. So yeah, this one, it works for almost half an hour. They break it, and then another one starts. Yeah. Break it, and then another one starts, and then eventually it hit the downside targets, and then it rallied. I just thought it was kind of interesting, especially on a 1 minute. You can see it better. You can see it worked for such a long time. Same with this one. But then they would break it. But then if you add all these in together, they end up forming one, and then they broke it right there. And then see when it dumped is right after they broke it. I thought it was kind of interesting how they're attacking these retail traders that just use trend lines. I think it's kind of interesting. Yeah, oh, I didn't think about that. You might be right, Surfskate. I didn't consider that. Let's check that out. Third push down and then break. So I always count after a run on liquidity. So 1, 2. Yeah, you're right. 3. If you use how I use my rules with 3 pushes down, so I don't start counting until after a low is broken. So there's a low broken. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, huh, interesting. Right. And then yeah, I just got chopped out pretty much all day. I had that good few option trades, but that account I put $300-400 into it, and now it's 2,200 as of now. It would be 12,000, but it is what it is. Like, I'm still just sick about it. Like, I can't, like, my wife's like, just shut up about it. It's like I left a little over $11,000 on the table just sitting there, and I just didn't. It's like being a farmer and having fruit to pick and not picking it. It makes no sense. All right, let's go to the daily chart and then see what's up. Okay, let's zoom the fuck out. Let's go to the monthly. I want to like zoom out and get a big picture in the monthly and see how we're looking here. Get a outside perspective. Okay. It's pretty wild to think even in 2010 you could have bought this at 1,000, 4,300. Sometimes it's good to do this. If we get too bearish, like I start getting too bearish, I need to zoom out and look at price. Just to get an idea that the stock market goes up. And anytime when you have a down month, you guys see that post I made on Twitter? The odds of it being when it's a down month in August, then it's most likely going to be a bullish month. Going back to 1953, I think it's 90% of the time. But with that being said, I mean, we're having a big move down. I guess we'll see how it closes in the next 4 days. So we have the equal there. It's looking pretty bearish to me. That's a 2-2 reversal. If we were to take the strats method on high time frames, once we get a close below that, then you would target the low. And yeah, second leg down. Should expect a third, I would assume. Let's look at these moves down. Nice. Congrats, man. That's what's up. Congrats, Chad. There's a weekly volume imbalance there I'm just now seeing. I don't know. That's the one we talked about earlier, huh? Yeah. Now I'm looking to see where the next intermediate term low is. So it's right here. And this candle should offer support then. So I'm going to put that on my chart just so I know where it's at. I think I'm just going to use the close of it. I don't want to put that huge ass thing on my chart. And there we go. Take these off because these aren't nothing. All right, so let's go back to the daily now. I just wanted to zoom out and get some perspective. Okay, so here is that weekly low. Now we filled in all the imbalances. There's gaps and more imbalances lower, equal lows, and then equal lows. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat if You think we're just going to continue this blood red down like we did last week? Or if you think there's a bounce incoming. I personally think there's a bounce incoming, but it seems to hit my weekly targets. Like this was my weekly target and it hit it same thing last week on this one. I said, okay, I think we'll go up and then we'll go down to here, and that's exactly where it went the following day. So last week we had the two dojis, and then it continued the blood red down. Makes me wonder if that will continue. Yeah, I think we're gonna go up now though. It only makes sense. 1, 2. But with that being said, let's get a plan for tomorrow going. Hell yeah. Lost Texan. That's what's up, man. Congrats. So both you and Chad got funded. Nice. Congrats. Yeah, I failed a bunch too, man. Congrats. You got a lot of paydays coming your way. Now you got to keep them. That's the hard part. Well, it was for me anyways. Okay, so for tomorrow, let's check the gap situation. I feel like there's a gap on here. You're gonna have to be more specific. Have you looked at the contract gap stats? I'm not sure. I mean, girlfriend came home, had deposit, filled weekly, and vote. Yep. Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah, I think we're due for a bounce, though, personally. Yeah, right now I'm just checking for gaps to the upside. Make sure I got them on my chart. But if we continue down like we did last week, looks like the same kind of pattern here. 2 dojis, and then a drop, 2 dojis, and then maybe we continue. Okay, go back to the 1 hour like I'm supposed to be on. So then I'm going to mark this gap off of my chart. I would like to see this filled tomorrow and catch a short off of that. Oof, that sounds like a really good trade to me. I got excited right there. You know, you're a trading junkie when you like get excited about a possible trade you might take. Make that darker so I can see it. Okay, yeah, I love if we opened up like near here and then rally into that and then dump. That would be nice. So we were leaving 3 open gaps on our way down here. This is the other gap, RTH gap. And then this is I can't remember what it is, but it's an imbalance of some sort, I think. Okay, so my plan for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna play it by ear like we have been doing. Like if we I'm gonna look for that turtle soup below today's low if it happens. Because most reversals start with a doji, right? So let's say tomorrow it runs the low, maybe hits 50% of this candle, and then shows a turtle soup. I'll look to take that right off the bat. If we open up near this gap, I'll look to short it once filled. And then if we run today's low and then stay below it, then I'll just continue shorting my way down. Oh yeah, Lost Texan. It's crazy, man. Yeah. I've done a lot of looking into the contract rollover. It's just like this one started at that too. Let me put it on my chart so we can see it. Yeah, boom, look. This rally down started there. This rally pretty much, it's close. It's not like quite, because these are a little bit off on the exact day, but they usually signal a pretty good reversal in the market. Quarterly shifts too. All right, so I think that's about it. That's my plan. And if we're thinking about this is a new channel like we looked at, and how this one stayed in it for almost 2 years, I think it was, right? A year, full year. December to December, a full year. That's a trip. December 23rd. Dude, that's kind of weird. The tops are almost exactly at the same top to bottom as a straight up full year, almost to the day. Yeah. We have these equal lows here on Nasdaq that are looking pretty juicy and pretty close. So I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to drop down. This is definitely liquidity here. All right, I'm gonna put the RTH gaps on my chart, and then I'm call it a wrap. Yeah, so there's a gap there, and then I think that's the blue is either a weekly or monthly imbalance of some sort. So I'm just gonna put this gap on my chart. The actual gap ends up there though. Yeah, it goes all the way up. But the first pass I would be looking for here probably. All right. That is a wrap, guys. You guys have a good night, and I will be live streaming tomorrow trading. It'll be 1:30 Eastern. Have you noticed that price differences is between NQ1 and NQZ? No, but there always will be. That's actually true. We should start looking at that gain. That's a good point. Because there was an imbalance to the upside that price was seemingly to wanting to fill that. I didn't see because of that. Let's check that out. What do you mean on different days the prices are different? Do you have this button on? Where is it at? It's in your settings. If you go to your settings, you need to make sure you have backward adjusted on, or else and then that will fix that on your prices, man. Maybe it's on the NQ1 scales. Yeah, it's on the other one then. If you go to this one, make sure you have backward adjusted on adjust for contract changes, and it should get rid of that. Still a lot of fair value gaps lower in this big fair value gap. All right, guys. Yeah, now it should be good. Yeah. But I did notice that before, like you can't use this price action, right? Like this is, of course this got gaps, it's different volume. But like what about like these ones? You know, it makes me curious. It only goes back that far, but in this area, like on the weekly, do these volume imbalances act as a, you know, I guess the way to test is to put them on your chart and then see what happens. Yeah, it did go almost to the tick to it. Interesting. Yeah, it's looking bearish as fuck right there. You know, those equal weekly lows that are just sitting there. Yeah. Yeah, again, there should be slight differences because the volume. Like this gap here, and then it just stops, right? Because there was no volume trading then. But there's some volume trading here, so. All right, you guys have a good night. I'll catch y'all tomorrow at 1:30ish. We'll pull some money out of the market. Have a good night, guys.